Reaching the moon with Apollo 11 was like walking to your neighbor's backyard for a barbecue. However, getting to Mars is like trying to find a specific house in a foreign country while blindfolded and riding a unicycle through the dark, crowded streets of an unfamiliar city. We nailed the moon landing decades ago with primitive computers and immense collective human courage, yet Mars remains a tantalizing, unreachable red dot burning softly in the velvet night sky. The moon is a mere 3-day trip, a quick weekend getaway for our boldest explorers, whereas Mars is a grueling, multi-month odyssey that tests every limit of our modern engineering. We have the maps drawn by satellites, but the terrain of space is far more treacherous and unpredictable than we ever imagined during the early days of the space race. While the moon was our practice run, Mars is the final exam that we are currently failing as we struggle to overcome the vast, unforgiving distance between our two worlds. But what if I told you that the distance is the least of our worries? The real nightmare begins the moment we actually leave Earth's orbit, drifting into the void. You truly will not believe what happens to the human body when it escapes gravity. Our biology was forged in the cradle of Earth, not in the cold, silent vacuum. Without the constant pull of the planet, our systems begin to falter in strange ways. The heart struggles to pump blood, and the eyes begin to change their very shape. It is a slow, silent transformation that happens beneath the skin of every brave astronaut. We are pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a fragile, carbon-based species. The red planet waits in the distance, indifferent to our technological pride and our ambition. Every calculation we make is a gamble against the sheer scale of the solar system. We stare at the screens, watching telemetry data that represents our only hope for survival. Each mission is a fragile thread stretched across the dark, cold expanse of deep space. We dream of footprints in the red dust, but the reality is far more complex. The journey is not just a physical challenge, it is a profound test of spirit. We are children of the Earth, yet we yearn to touch the face of Mars. The silence of the cosmos is deafening, a constant reminder of our own profound insignificance. We build our ships with steel and hope, praying they hold against the cosmic rays. The stars watch us, cold and distant, as we prepare to launch our fragile vessels. We are not ready for the journey, yet we cannot stop ourselves from trying anyway. The red dot grows larger in our minds, a siren song calling us toward destiny. We look back at our blue marble, realizing how much we are leaving behind forever. The transition from home to the unknown is a threshold few have ever truly crossed. We are pioneers of a new age, carrying the weight of humanity on our shoulders. The engineering is precise, but the human element remains the most unpredictable variable of all. We train for years, simulating the disasters that we hope will never actually occur here. The pressure is immense, a crushing weight that mirrors the gravity we are leaving behind. Every bolt and circuit must be perfect, for there is no room for human error. We are gambling with lives, betting on the ingenuity of a species that loves exploration. The red planet is a graveyard of failed probes and broken dreams from the past. We learn from every failure, stitching together a path through the dark, empty void. The distance is vast, but the human desire to reach out is even greater still. We are reaching for the impossible, driven by a hunger that we cannot fully explain. The red planet is waiting, a silent witness to our struggle to reach its surface. We are the first generation to truly consider the possibility of living on another world. The dream of Mars is etched into our collective consciousness, a beacon in the dark. We will face the challenges, one by one, until we finally touch the red dust. The journey is long, but the destination is worth every sacrifice we might ever make. We are bound by gravity, but our spirits are already wandering the Martian plains today. The red planet is not just a destination, it is the future of our species. We are ready to face the unknown, to embrace the danger of the deep space. The red dot is no longer a dream, it is a goal we must reach. We are the architects of our own destiny, building bridges across the vast, empty stars. The journey begins with a single step, a leap into the dark, unknown, vast abyss. We will survive the journey because we have no other choice but to keep going. The red planet will welcome us, or it will consume us in its cold embrace. We are ready to find out, for the sake of all who dream of stars. The mission is clear, the path is set, and the engines are humming with life. We are going to Mars, no matter the cost to our bodies or our minds. The red planet is waiting for us, and we are finally ready to answer back. Beyond the moon, we face the terrifying void, spanning 225 million kilometers of space. This immense distance is not just a number, it is a profound barrier to human exploration. To cross this chasm, we must endure 7 to 9 months of confinement in a tube. Imagine being trapped in a small car with your most annoying relative for 9 straight months. There are no bathroom breaks, no fresh air, and no escape from the recycled, stale atmosphere. That claustrophobic nightmare is essentially the reality of a long-duration mission to the Red Planet. And this is just the beginning of the physical toll that space takes on us. During this extended transit, the total absence of gravity begins to wreak havoc on biology. Your muscles, no longer burdened by weight, start to atrophy and turn into soft, useless jelly. Simultaneously, your bones lose their density, becoming as fragile as thin, brittle shards of glass. You drift through the cabin feeling like a confused, floating toddler, uncoordinated and physically diminished. It is a bizarre, humbling experience to watch your own body slowly betray you in flight. Beyond the physical decay, there is the silent, invisible threat of cosmic radiation permeating the hull. It acts like a relentless, microscopic hammer, constantly striking your cells and damaging your precious DNA. This radiation is a hidden enemy that we cannot see, smell, or feel until it strikes. The danger is compounded by the fact that if anything breaks, there is no roadside assistance. You are millions of miles from help, entirely dependent on the systems you brought with you. If a critical component fails, you cannot simply pull over to call a friendly tow truck. We are currently using the Artemis program as a desperate trial to practice not dying. Yet, the psychological toll of such profound isolation remains a ticking time bomb for astronauts. The mind begins to fray under the pressure of endless, unchanging darkness and complete social detachment. Every flicker of a warning light becomes a source of immense, crushing anxiety for the crew. Is humanity truly ready to colonize the Red Planet? Or are we chasing a deadly mirage? We dream of Martian sunsets, but we ignore the reality of the toll on our biology. The Red Planet beckons with a siren song, promising discovery while hiding its lethal, barren nature. We must weigh our ambition against the harsh, unforgiving limitations of our own fragile human forms. Perhaps the distance is not the enemy, but our own inability to survive the long transit. The void is not merely empty space. It is a crucible that tests our very existence. We look toward Mars with hope, yet we must confront the terrifying cost of our curiosity. Every mission plan is a gamble against the physics of space and the frailty of life. The metal tube becomes a sanctuary and a prison, dictating the rhythm of our daily survival. As the months crawl by, the Earth becomes nothing more than a pale, distant, blue memory. Loneliness settles into the marrow of the bones, deeper than the physical ache of zero gravity. We are pioneers, but we are also biological entities ill-suited for the harshness of deep space. The Red Planet waits in silence, indifferent to our struggles, our technology, and our fragile dreams. We argue over resources, we stress over malfunctions, and we grow weary of the same faces. It is like a never-ending road trip where the destination is a cold, dusty, alien world. The tension builds within the crew as the mission clock ticks toward an uncertain, distant arrival. We must solve these human problems before we can ever hope to plant a flag there. Water is the key to our future, yet it remains locked away in the Martian soil. We search for signs of ancient life, hoping to find that we are not entirely alone. The scientific potential is staggering, enough to justify the risks we take in the void. But we must be careful not to let our reach exceed our current, limited technological grasp. The journey itself is a monumental task that requires more than just raw, unbridled human courage. It requires perfect engineering, extreme discipline, and a bit of luck to survive the trip. We are pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a spacefaring, intelligent species today. Each day in orbit is a lesson in humility against the vastness of the solar system. We learn to adapt, to repair, and to endure the crushing weight of our own expectations. The silence of space is a constant reminder of how far we have truly ventured out. We look back at the blue marble and realize how precious and fragile our home is. Mars is the next great frontier, but it demands a price we are still calculating carefully. We will continue to train, to build, and to dream of the day we finally arrive. The red dust awaits our footprints, but the path there is paved with immense, difficult challenges. We are not just explorers. We are survivors, testing the limits of our own biological endurance. The mission continues, fueled by the hope that one day we will call two worlds home. But for now, we remain tethered to our ships, drifting through the dark, cold, empty expanse. Every second is a test of our resolve, our sanity, and our collective will to survive. The stars watch us as we crawl toward our destiny, one small, calculated step at a time. Will we conquer the distance? Or will the distance eventually conquer our fragile, human spirits forever? The answer lies in the dark, waiting for us to finally reach out and touch it. There are places on our own planet where rain has never touched the ground in recorded human history. This strange phenomenon leaves experts baffled and serves as a humbling reminder that the unknown is not distant. So in the next video, we're going there. And trust me, Mars might actually seem simple. So next time someone asks you why we haven't gone to Mars yet, just tell them this. Subscribe to Science Go Wild for more crazy science facts you didn't expect.